Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RWF for the Troops. My name is Pamps LaRue. Happy Memorial Day weekend, rock listeners and rock fans. We have an amazing night of kick-ass action for you guys. It is our first special event in quite some time, and we're going to have some fun. Thank you to all of the troops out there currently serving for us, and thank you to all of those who served, and of course to all of those who, well, quite frankly, never stopped serving. That is what Memorial Day weekend is for, and it's also for spending time with family and friends, and, well, it's also time for whooping some ass, because that's what we're going to do here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 killer matches in store for everybody. Our main event this evening, of course, going to be a fatal 4-way match as L. Scott Roberto Shaw defends his RWF Championship title against Puck, Brian, and Bruce the Money Man. We will also have Dick Record trying to score his first singles match here in the RWF, has not gotten it yet. He will have his 3 previous challengers in his corner tonight, strangely, as Gene, Ringboy, and Decker will all be in his corner as he tries to score that first win here in the RWF against against James from Features in Holman. But our first match this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is a grudge match of sorts, as we will have T-Bone taking on Billy Doc Niles for the Rock Foundation Championship. Now, folks, this match has been a long time coming, as these two have been back and forth with some very, very tough matches as of late. T-Bone and Doc have had singles matches. They have had tables matches. And then T-Bone one week came out with a baseball bat and disturbed Billy Doc Niles in the middle of a match. And Niles had enough of that. Mr. Pfister said, hey, you want a shot? You want one more chance at this RWF Rock Foundation Championship? Let's do it inside Hell in a Cell, and this will be the end of it. So if T-Bone fails here, he will lose an opportunity, any other opportunity, at the Rock Foundation Championship for as long as Billy Doc Niles holds it. So inside Hell in the Cell, we get ready to go. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us like you do each and every week here on RWF Programming, which you can catch on our Facebook page, our Twitch channel, our YouTube channel, and of course, the Around River City app, which you can download for free on Apple TV and Roku devices. Rock Foundation Championship is on the line. We'll get the superstars out to the arena. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the Rock Foundation Championship. Special thanks to, of course, our ring announcer, Dixie Normas, doing great work for us here in the RWF as we get ready to bring out our first contender. And boy, T-Bone's got a bit of a new look he's sporting here this evening. T-Bone coming down to the ring with some heavy gear on, a towel over his head, taking on his more hardcore role he's been taking here in the RWF. He's been known for table matches as of late, so he's certainly no stranger to what's about to happen here in the extreme conditions of the Hell in the Cell. First time either of these superstars being inside the Hell in the Cell. What a way to start things off here on RWF for the Troops. That will, of course, bring out the champion, the Rock Foundation champion, Billy Doc Niles, ladies and gentlemen, a.k.a. Mr. Pfister, charging out to the ring. One of the longest reigning and proudest owners of that Rock Foundation Championship title. He held it for a good long time back in the fall. He went on a stint where the Rock Foundation Championship, once upon a time, needed to be defended each and every week on RWF programming. And he went, I believe, 6 wins in a row, knocking out contender after contender after contender. T-Bone, of course, never holding the Rock Foundation Championship. He had one shot at it. Ironically enough, it was while Mr. Pfister here was holding that Rock Foundation Championship title. Had to defend it inside a steel cage against both T-Bone and Ringboy. Ringboy actually came out of that victorious. He was the one to finally unseat Mr. Pfister, but Mr. Pfister has never been beaten in single combat, I believe. No, one time. Actually, Scott Roberto Shaw was the only man to beat him in singles competition for the Rock Foundation Championship. So T-Bone looking to become the second. Rock Foundation Championship gold again on the line inside Hell in a Cell. Thank you for joining us here on RWF for the troops. Taking one more look at T-Bone as referee Drew Peacock getting ready to grab the title and present it to T-Bone so he can see what he's getting ready to fight for. T-Bone, of course, has had a lot of success in the more hardcore style matches here in the RWF, especially as of late in the Table Turmoil match, and of course, just table matches galore as of the last few months or so. T-Bone has really let his hardcoreness shine, and now Billy Doc Niles, Mr. Fister, holding up that Rock Foundation Championship. Again, the longest reigning and one of the most decorated Rock Foundation champions here in the RWF. So definitely, if this is the guy, if there's anybody to beat for that title here in the RWF, it's Billy Doc Niles. I think he's going to go down in RWF Hall of Fame as probably one of the best Rock Foundation champions in history. So I think Billy Doc Niles is going to write us another chapter here tonight, but he's going to have to do it against one hell of opponent in T-Bone. Referee Drew Peacock calls for the bell, and we've got ourselves a match, ladies and gentlemen, and it starts off with T-Bone with a hell of a tackle into the corner on Billy Doc Niles. Again, inside Hell in a Cell, that means pretty much anything goes here, ladies and gentlemen. That means no disqualifications. Rope breaks aren't going to help you. If you pull anything out from under the ring, that is completely legal and fair game. So we could get chairs and tables involved in this, maybe sledgehammers or baseball bats. Of course, the cage itself can always be used as a weapon, too. There is no escaping Hell in the Cell here tonight, as nice little neck breaker there from Billy Doc Niles and big-time elbow across the chest. Loving the new attire from T-Bone. Sometimes a good change in your look is necessary, and I think he wanted something to reflect his more hardcore side here in the RWF as of late. Like I said, he's really carved himself out a niche with table matches. We got our first cover of the night, one, and a kick out. Only a one count. As he gets out of it with a big kidney punch and another big tackle, but he went for that tackle, but Billy Doc Niles sort of sidestepped him and caught him going. We're going to get the Wasteland combo. Wasteland Senton combo. That is a huge man coming across your chest. Billy Doc Niles isn't waiting. He's going for Mr. Fister right away, folks. Mr. Fister, middle of the ring. Remember, rope breaks will not help him. 1, 2, and a kick out. Wow, this one almost ended early, folks. We almost had ourselves a very short match here in Hell in the Cell. T-Bone won't let that go as he kicks out. He got himself a nice little jawbreaker. He's got to rally back into this match. Even though he still had enough to kick out, you've got to believe Mr. Fister took a lot out of T-Bone there. Another big-time tackle. T-Bone more of a mat technician, more of a suplex machine than anything else, but showing his hardcore side. He's starting to get some more strikes in, some more tackle maneuvers like that, starting to fight a little bit more dirty here in the RWF, and I got to tell you, I'm kind of liking it. We're going to get another cover here. 1, and just a 1 count. Mr. Fister showing his mat wrestling skills here. Mr. Fister more of a striker, but he can get it done on the mat as well, and he's showing it there, folks. As T-Bone gets up at a nice judo throw. He's got to get back in this match, though. T-Bone has got to start mounting some sufficient offense, some sort of significant offense. He's gotten a few good reversals in. He's gotten a few good moves, but he hasn't been able to get a rhythm going for himself. He could be going for the tech support here, though. Ladies and gentlemen, tech support. Tech support has been hit. Billy Doc Niles is down, middle of the ring. We'll get a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Wow. Boy, I feel like it was almost like I spoke that one into truth. I said T-Bone needed to get a roll going. He had mounted a little bit of offense, but hasn't been able to keep anything significant going. And then just as I finished that sentence, he hits himself a tech support, and we almost had a cover in the 3 count. These two sort of going back and forth, reversal after reversal, right in the middle of the ring here at RWF for the troops. Again, happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. Summer starts here, but of course we can't start summer without respecting those who gave their lives for this beautiful country we live in. As we're going to get a nice little package powerbomb there. Billy Doc Niles again showing off that mat wrestling prowess of his. He's more known for a striker, obviously, with his finishing move, Mr. Fister, which has put out many a man and woman back in the day. Gonna cover 1, 2, and a kick out. Again, rope breaks will not help T-Bone in this match. This is no disqualification inside Hell in the Cell. Surprised we haven't seen any weapons get pulled out, seeing as how this rivalry has been very dirty. And T-Bone may be playing possum there. As Billy Doc Niles went to springboard into the ring, we get another big tackle there out of T-Bone. And look at this, the raw power, T-Bone deadlifting Mr. Fister right here. Damn, that is a heck of a maneuver. Oh, T-Bone might be ramping up for another tech support. T-Bone, tech support, hits it. Billy Doc Niles in the middle of the ring looking at the lights. 1, 2 for the championship. And a 2 count. Wow. T-Bone showing visible signs of frustration. That is the second tech support he is hitting on Billy Doc Niles. Billy Doc Niles, ladies and gentlemen, is showing us why he has held that Rock Foundation so long and has been able to defend it so many times against so many different combatants. Again, by the time his career is over, probably going to be one of the greatest Rock Foundation champions in RWF history. He's going to pick up T-Bone for that Wasteland Senton combo. We're going to cover middle of the ring. 1, 2, and a kick out. Mr. Fister showing some signs of frustration as well. Oh, he's going to get himself cocked and loaded for a second. Mr. Fister! Mr. Fister has been hit. T-Bone, that's probably got to be it. I got to believe. T-Bone staring at the lights for a 1, 2, and a kick out. Wow. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to believe, I got to tell you, I really believed that was going to be it. I really thought that was it. I didn't think T-Bone would get up from that. But the key is he going to be able to get himself back into this match? He has now taken 2 Mr. Fisters square in the middle of the ring. Belly-to-belly suplex. T-Bone starting to mount himself a comeback here. We're going to cover 1, 2, and a kick out. Probably knew he wasn't going to get 3 there. That was one of those, that was a strategic maneuver there. You want to get your opponent to exert some energy kicking out. That's a stamina sapping maneuver from the very, very much ring smart, the ring intelligence of T-Bone as he hits yet another tackle. T-Bone with yet another belly-to-belly suplex, the suplex machine that is hardcore T-Bone. Here in the RWF, turning over a new leaf. Is the mojo going to change with T-Bone here with the new look he's sporting? Uh-oh. T-Bone's lining himself up. This could be yet a 3rd tech support. Nope, not a tech support. He's got, that was a nice hell of a big neck breaker there. Will it win him the title? 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a new Rock Foundation champion, and T-Bone scoring himself his first whiff of gold here in the RWF. Wow, what a finish to one hell of a great match here this evening. He had to kick out of 2 Mr. Fisters to do it, and he had to take out really the guy, the biggest and best Rock Foundation championship the RWF has to offer in Billy Doc Niles. He tackled the hell out of Billy Doc Niles on several occasions. Mr. Fister's ribs have to be cracked at this point. Maybe that's why he couldn't kick out. And ladies and gentlemen, with his first taste of gold here in the RWF and a new look to boot, put your hands together for T-Bone, your new Rock Foundation champion. While we have a little bit of a break in the action, I would like to remind you all that the 95 Days of Summer are getting ready to start on Tuesday, actually. Rock Stop number 1 will happen. It features in Holman. I believe the time will be 6 to 7:35, trying to get you on top of a brand new 2021 Harley-Davidson Softail Slim. You can't get brand new bikes. You can't get brand new Harleys in 2021. It took us a lot to get our hands on a new bike. With everything from COVID hitting, it was extremely difficult, but we found a bike, we got a bike, and we're giving it away to you guys at the end of this summer. But you got to hit up the Rock Stops. You got to get qualified. And, of course, details going to be online at 957therock.com and, of course, the 957 The Rock app. 95 Days of Summer, of course, brought to you by Features in Holman. Our friends over at Twisted Tea. I'm drinking a peach myself. It is absolutely delicious. Great River and Iron Hill, Harley-Davidson, Lacrosse Beer House, and, of course, us at 95.7 The Rock. Speaking of Features in Holman, James from Features in Holman going to be in this match. Yet another, will it be yet another notch in the loss column for Dick Record as he is trying to score himself his first singles victory here in the Rock Wrestling Federation. Dick Record does have one win in his column, but it was part of a team effort as he was part of Team Bruce the Money Man and that table turmoil match way back several months ago. But he has not had any victories here in singles combat. In singles competition here in the RWF, he has actually fought the three people that are in his corner right now. It seems like every person that beats Dick Record kind of feels bad for him and jumps into his corner to cheer him on. So Gene, Ringboy, and Decker will be out at ringside for a little bit of support. We'll get our superstars out to the ring. Coming out to the ring first, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Record, Mr. Dick Record from Midwest Family Lacrosse. Again, Ringboy, Gene, and Decker will join him, playing a little supporting role over at ringside. Dick Record dressed to impress with that three-piece suit. He wears it everywhere he goes. He is in style. Even in the ring here in the RWF, the oldest competitor here in the RWF. We're not even sure how old he was. I think maybe he wrestled Moses back in the day. That is how long Dick Record's career has been. But at least here in the RWF, he does not have a win in the win column. I don't know if that match with Moses back in the Stone Age Wrestling Federation, I don't know how that match went. I haven't checked the history books on that. But we'll see how things go for him here tonight. Again, looking for his first win here in the RWF, Mr. Dick Record. That will, of course, bring out his opponent. As James from Features in Holman bringing himself to the ring. Features in Holman, again, thanks to them for sponsoring us yet another year for the 95 Days of Summer. James has been a very big part of that. We thank him for joining us for as many years as we've had him. And, of course, another great announcement, speaking of the 95 Days of Summer, is that the big bonus cash is back. Of course, every Features in Holman Rock Stop on Tuesday nights features bonus cash, which means if you are still hanging out at Features in Holman when we qualify, find the qualifier for the bike, if you're still hanging out there, $95.70 cash is in store for you. If you're not still hanging out at Features in Holman, well, you're still qualified for the bike, but that money would then roll over. Again, every Tuesday night, it's Features in Holman Rock Stops, and that actually starts this coming Tuesday for Rock Stop numero uno. Details again online at 957therock.com and the 957 The Rock app. I can't believe that James is going to have much pity here on Dick Record. Probably doesn't much care whether or not Dick Record has had himself a win here in the RWF. He wants to keep winning himself because James wants to have himself a shot at some gold here at the RWF. And I got to believe, he's put together some pretty solid wins, especially those against Bruce the Money Man. Hey, you know what? We are going to get a little show of appreciation here out of these superstars. I like to see that here in the RWF. So our referee calls for the bell, and we've got ourselves a match. Again, Ringboy, Gene, and Decker, all three of them in Dick Record's corner, here to cheer him on tonight. Starting things off on the mat, James with a nice headlock, and look at that, the old man is spry as he rolls out of it. Nice little counter maneuver there, coming from the mat and bringing them to the standing position. Hey, that was a nice little Decker over in the corner enjoys that. Decker was enjoying that a lot. Nice mat wrestling maneuvers from Mr. Dick Record, again the oldest competitor here in the RWF, but don't let his age fool you. He is, as I said earlier, quite spry for his age. As he bounces off the ropes, kind of glanced off of James there, and now throwing James into the ropes, went for a drop kick. James just brushed him off. These two are having themselves a little bit of a reversal fest. With that big European uppercut from Dick pretty much stopped that. Nice little bridging suplex there. The Dick Record he's got the wrestling ability. He just doesn't have the luck, apparently. Of course, for moral support, having Gene and Ring Boy and now Decker, all three of them, again, former competitors of Dick's. And it seems with every new person that beats Dick Record, they sort of become part of the Dick Record party. I don't know if it's out of pity or just out of like, come on, man, you can do it. We do tend to give words of encouragement at Midwest Family Lacrosse, and we tend to try to believe in each other, even inside the squared circle of the RWF. Of course, Dick Record, a very beloved figure here in the lacrosse area, not just at Midwest Family Broadcasting, but of course throughout the entire lacrosse community. So many people, and especially in the entertainment business, owe their careers and owe so much to Dick Record, and he doesn't feel like anybody owes him anything. He has had a hell of a life and a hell of a lot of enjoyment in the world of the arts here in lacrosse. And Decker's really been enjoying this match. You can see him on the corner over there cheering with almost everything positive that Dick does. Dick Record picking up a hell of a kick to the face. That was a nice little go-to-sleep maneuver there. Dick Record on the outside, calling James to his feet. What's he got in store for him as he springboards off the top rope in a big-time clothesline. Dick Record poised and ready to go. Could this be the end of the dry spell? Dick Record, record breaker. Record breaker has been hit in the middle of the ring. But Dick Record strangely does not go for the cover. No, he wants to make sure he gets this win. One record breaker isn't enough. He's got to wear down James as much as he can. James from Features in Holman definitely needs to rally back into this match. We'll finally get a cover out of Dick. 1, 2. Whoa, not even a 2 count actually. Dick Record looks like he's sort of beating himself up for not going for the cover after hitting the record breaker. Dick Record trying to get the crowd back into it. James needs to rally back into this match. And that nice little swinging neck breaker there isn't going to help. We'll get another cover. 1. And just a 1. Can't keep James down for more than 1. Oh, Dick Record went for a standing drop kick, but nothing doing as James didn't even try to get out of the way. Maybe Dick Record is sort of winded out. Uh-oh. We got ourselves some Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City out of James from Features in Holman, and that's usually the precursor to the feature, so it could be all over except for the crying. As James now showing that raw power. James does those Tough Mudder type competitions, so James, one of the most fit people here in the RWF. He might not be the biggest, but he can put a whooping on that booty for sure. And he's got Dick Record up. Dick Record going for a ride on the feature. Feature has been hit, but he's crawling over. Is Dick too close? Dick Record was saved by the ropes there, ladies and gentlemen. He didn't grab the rope, but you don't have to grab the rope. You just have to get a body part under it. And it looks like Dick Record was able to reach his hand out and get under the bottom rope. That means that had to break the cover right there. So I don't know if that was ring awareness or if it's just the way Dick laid back. But he got himself that rope break. That might have saved him there. That might have saved him in this match. Because I didn't think Dick Record was going to get up from that feature, and he probably was not going to. A little bit of ring awareness probably would have done James a little bit better there. Maybe he just got a little too excited trying to get that win and keep Dick Record with goose eggs in the win column. Nice little face breaker there from Dick Record. Little showboating. Feeling the mojo, and the mojo just went bye-bye. James from Features and Holman dragging Dick into the middle of the ring. We'll get a cover. One. Making Dick expel some more stamina, expel some more energy. Make the old man tired, but you know what? Dick Record ain't going to bed that easy tonight, folks. Punches to the face. Can Dick Record get out of this? Can he rally back and get his first singles victory here tonight at RWF for the troops? We got to make this happen. Come on, Dick, rally out of this. I try to maintain, I try to be an impartial judge and an impartial commentator here in the RWF, but damn it, Dick, you got me on board. Let's see something tonight. Dick with a nice maneuver there, middle of the ring. Are we going to see a cover? Stomps to the chest. More stomps to the chest. Decker over on the side cheering him on. Come on, Dick, get back into this match. Kick to the spine. Dick Record letting the hamsters turn in the wheel. Boy, James's eyes look glazed over. James from Features and Holman might be kind of out right now. Dick Record loaded up. Are we going to see another record breaker? Dick Record lifting up James. Nice little twisting suplex there. Dick will drag him to the middle of the ring. We'll get a cover. Is this going to end the drought? 1, 2, and a kick out. Man, I really thought that Dick had a chance there. Dick, of course, trying to get rid of that nasty-looking goose egg in the win column here in the RWF. He doesn't let off the gas. He's getting out on the outside of the ring on the apron. Springboarding in. Nice twisting elbow. What a hell of a maneuver from the old man. Good God almighty, this match is incredible. Dick Record taking some time to slow things down. Probably trying to get some of his own stamina back. He's an old man, folks. He's just doing his best out there. Probably has more stamina in the tank than most of us, but still, with his age, he's got his limits, but he is putting it all on the line here tonight. Going to the top rope. What's he got in store? Frankensteiner off the top rope. Is that going to be it? Are we going to see the first win here tonight? 1, 2, kick out. Again, I try to remain an impartial commentator here in the RWF, but I got to tell you, good old Paps LaRue here. He's jumping aboard the Dick Record train, like I think many of us are. When you go this long without a win, frog splash, springboard outside of the ring. Dick Record laying it all on the line, but James not having it. Nice snapmare takeover. Headlock, middle of the ring. James trying to fight his way out of it. James, of course, from Features and Holman. Thanks to them one more time for sponsoring the 95 Days of Summer like they have for so many years. Gosh, they've been sponsoring that for a long, long time. It's hard for me to even keep track of how long they've done that. But we'd like to keep doing it. Dick Record lifted up James. James squirming his way out of it. I think he just squirmed his way out of the record breaker. I think Dick was going for the record breaker there, and James might have had that scouted and said, I got to get out of here quick, and he squirmed out of that with the quickness. Big kick to the side of the face. James got to take a breather there. Maybe stretch out. Right now, James is thinking, this old man's putting up more of a fight than I thought he would. But James might be done playing. James is going to go for another feature. James, he's got Dick Record up. And ladies and gentlemen, the feature. What is he, too close to the ropes again? 1, 2, and 3. Disappointing loss for Dick Record, who will again remain winless in singles competition. That was the record breaker there he hit. He probably should have went for the cover there. James hitting the third suplex in Suplex City. James hitting that feature. This was the first one. See, if you look, Dick Record's hand under the ropes, that caused the rope break right there. That saved his match, and Dick laid it all on the line after that. He went on a rampage for 5 solid minutes. You got to give credit for James for even hanging into this match. And then, of course, for scoring the victory. So it wasn't a win in the win column, but you got to give it up for Dick Record and the pure heart that he showed in this match. He laid it all on the line, trying to get his first win here, and it was not to be. James from Features in Holman, victorious. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for joining us here on RWF Programming, just like you do each and every Saturday at 7 p.m. We broadcast live on our Twitch channel, our YouTube channel, obviously on Facebook, where most of you watch us. We also broadcast on the Around River City app, which is a free download for Apple TV and Roku devices. So if you have an Apple TV or a Roku device, you can download the Around River City app for free. And you can watch some high school sports there, which, by the way, thank you to Firefighters Credit Union for helping us out with that. We'll talk more about them later on. And then, of course, you can watch all of our concerts that we've had up in the Sound Lounge. And we have more concerts coming at you this summer, like Tattoos and Tailgates. That's coming up in July. For more on Tattoos and Tailgates and how to maybe win free tickets, go to 957therock.com or use the 957 The Rock app and click Win Stuff, because we got Hinder coming to town. They'll be bringing some friends with them. And, of course, it's a live concert, man. We haven't seen too many of those as of late. So, again, Tattoos and Tailgates will be coming your way in July. I know I sort of got sidetracked there. I was trying to pitch the Around River City app on the Apple TV and Roku devices. Again, all of our concerts up in the Sound Lounge, which we'd like to do more of in the future. And, of course, us here at the RWF. So if you're from the La Crosse area, you have an Apple TV or you have a Roku device, get the Around River City app. So much awesomeness to be had and so much more awesomeness to come. That's going to bring us to our main event this evening here at the RWF, the Fatal 4-Way for the RWF Championship. As L. Scott Roberto Shaw, the reigning RWF champion, putting his title on the line against Puck, Bruce the Money Man from Firefighters Credit Union, and Brian from the Morning Sickness. That match begins now. We'll take it down to our ring announcer, Dixie Normus. Oh, we're not getting Dixie Normus? Oh, okay. You know what? Sometimes it's good to not have Dixie Normus. Well, depending upon your view on that sort of thing. Bruce the Money Man from Features in Holman, from Firefighters Credit Union. Bruce the Money Man from Firefighters Credit Union coming down to the ring. Bruce has had a lot of success here in the RWF, a lot of great matches with his friend and rival, James from Features in Holman. That's how I got that messed up. Those two had a long-going rivalry spanning over the course of several weeks. Our next combatant coming out to the ring. Let's see who we got. That's going to bring out Puck, who is part of the reason we're even here tonight to begin with. Puck from the Midday Madness has been causing a lot of madness here in the RWF. That's, like I said, sort of what got us here to begin with. Because this whole thing started several weeks back on RWF Rockfist, where L. Scott Roberto Shaw was supposed to have a singles match against Bruce the Money Man from Firefighters Credit Union. Not for the title. It was just a singles match, straight up singles match, just sort of seeing what might happen. And who knows, maybe if Bruce would have won that match, that might have put him in the runnings for a future title shot. Well, the match never even happened because this man walked down to the ring as L. Scott Roberto Shaw was coming out and hit him in the back with a sledgehammer. That, of course, taking out his frustration from our last special event, which was, of course, RWF Rock of Ages way back a couple months ago. It was Puck and L. Scott Roberto Shaw for the RWF Championship. Puck fell short for several times. Puck has had several opportunities at the RWF Championship, most of them against Bags, and then he had one against L. Scott Roberto Shaw, and after being denied that, the frustration starting to build, and he took it out on Shaw with a big sledgehammer. And that's sort of what brought us here tonight. Again, Puck is one of those guys. He's always a bridesmaid and never a bride here in the RWF. Several opportunities for the RWF Championship title. He always wins the matches that gets him the big matches. Sadly, he cannot win the big matches, and that's obviously why the frustration has boiled over with the big man. That's going to bring out Brian from the morning sickness. Brian, sort of another victim of circumstance. Because just like with the situation between Shaw and Bruce the Money Man, Brian was one night scheduled to have a singles competition against Shaw. Just sort of seeing what would happen. A non-title match between the two. Same situation as Bruce the Money Man. Maybe if Brian were to have won that match, that would put him in the runnings for a future RWF title shot. And wouldn't you know it, out came Puck, yet another sledgehammer, hitting El Scott Roberto Shaw yet again. So we had to have Brian in this match, give him the opportunity that he lost out on. Brian has had a reasonable amount of success here in the RWF. He's a former Rock Foundation champion. Only held it for a short while, though, before losing it to his broadcast partner, Gene. But a championship title holder nonetheless, so he knows how to get the job done. Can he get it done here tonight? And ladies and gentlemen, no one else left to bring out except your champion. The RWF champion, L. Scott Roberto Shaw, of course, taking a more Hispanic name as he learned the art of lucha libre on some vacations to Mexico back in the day. Sort of a skill he hid from all of us under the table all of these years. Winning that RWF championship title, he has been the RWF champion for a good long time. Sporting the red, white, and blue here tonight. Again, won that RWF championship title way back this fall at RWF Rocktoberfest. The champion Bags was tasked with defending that title inside the elimination beer tent. And while Bags ran roughshod over most of the field, eliminating 4 of the 6 competitors, one of the competitors he could not get rid of was this man, who became the ultimate winner of that match and, of course, the RWF champion. So L. Scott Roberto Shaw has held that title proudly for several months and is now the longest reigning RWF champion. Will it come off of him here this evening? Fatal 4-way match. Referee Drew Peacock holding up that title. Remember, fatal 4-way rules: pinfall, submission, no disqualification in this match. Of course, fatal 4-way rules mean no disqualification. As referee Drew Peacock calls for the bell, and we've got ourselves a match. Brian and Bruce will start things off as Puck flings Shaw over the ropes. The match, I do believe, does have to be won inside the ring, but no disqualifications, no countouts, and of course, Shaw does not have to be part of the decision. That is the important thing to remember in this match. There is no championship advantage in this match whatsoever, especially with no with no disqualifications. But he does not have to be involved in the decision. If Brian right now were to pin Bruce in the middle of this ring, that championship title goes to Brian. So Shaw at an incredible disadvantage here tonight. Is he going to be able to overcome the astronomical odds against him and carve his way towards being one of the greatest RWF champions? Only 2 RWF champions so far, by the way. Bags was the inaugural and held that championship title for several months before losing it in that elimination beer tent. Bags has been off RWF programming for quite some time. Haven't seen much of him since losing the Rock Foundation champion, which is yet another title that L. Scott Roberto Shaw has held here. Shaw, his first championship title was the Rock Foundation title, which he won from Billy Doc Niles, as he goes for a cover here, and a 1 count. Brian tying things up with Bruce. Shaw tying things up with Puck here in this fatal 4-way match, as Bruce going to roll out of the ring, take himself a little siesta. And now we've got Brian and Shaw tying things up. This is one of those matches that you sometimes see temporary alliances form. Brian, the lone man in the ring. Shaw slips back in, taking Brian off the ropes, and Brian going to hang on. We got superstars running into each other all over the place at this point. Brian with a nice leg sweep. Bruce was sort of waiting for him to get back up. Brian saw him coming in a nice arm drag takedown. It is reversal mania here tonight at RWF for the troops. Which, again, a special thanks to all of our military members out there. For those of you still serving, thank you for serving this country of ours. For those of you who served this country, thank you as well. But of course, this being Memorial Day weekend, the biggest thank you of all goes to the troops that served that, well, they never made it out of the uniform. We would not be the country we are without them, and I thank you so much. I was like, you know what? I can't take my head off. I just realized I have my headphones on, so you'll have to excuse me. Let's give the old salute for that. Forgot I had the headphones on, folks. Hard to take your hat off when you have headphones on over that. Seems like good old commentator Drew Peacock wasn't really paying attention to his own stuff there. Sorry about that, but we'll have a cheers. And by the way, another special thanks to Twisted Tea for helping us out with the 95 Days of Summer. You make a very delicious peach tea, by the way. Fatal four-way action again here tonight on the RWF for the troops. Championship title on the line, and Brian gets a cover on Bruce. Shaw looks like he's pumping up for the newsflash. Shaw goes for the newsflash as Brian looks like he's loading up for the small B. Brian going to hit the small B, but 1, 2. Wow. Shaw had a cover on Puck in the corner of the ring over here. Brian didn't see it because he was too busy putting the small B on Bruce the Money Man. But Puck kicked out of it, and boy, Shaw was this close to maintaining his RWF championship title, and all it took was a little bit of a lapse in concentration from Brian. Big time flipping powerbomb. Did you see that one, folks? Holy frijoles. That was a hell of a maneuver. The flip over power bomb from the outside, from the apron to the outside of the ring, and action is spilling everywhere. Now again, fatal four-way means no disqualification, which also means, of course, no countouts. It does have to end in the ring, though. It does have to end with a 3 count in the ring. So they'll have to find themselves into the ring at some point, but they're free to fight on the outside for as long as they'd like to. Shaw tying things up with Brian over on the entryway. We got Puck tying things up and sort of getting suplexed out by Bruce the Money Man, who's in the ring right now. Shaw getting tossed into the ring by Brian. Bruce with that flurry of suplexes in the middle of the ring on Puck. But had to take a breather, and he cannot capitalize off this maneuver. Bruce the Money Man sort of running rough shot over the field right now. That big flurry of suplexes against Puck, and now some action against Brian. Puck now going to slip back into the action. Nice fist to the face, and looked like he was going to go for a back suplex, but Bruce the Money Man elbows his way out of it. Bruce the Money Man he had Puck in the bank statement. But Puck got himself, it looked like they got bumped into, and Bruce had to break the hold. But Bruce the Money Man had that bank statement on Puck over in the side of the ring there. And again, no rope breaks because no disqualification. So that could have ended this match. Bruce the Money Man was, if not for getting disturbed and having bodies land into him in the middle of that maneuver, he might be the champion right now. And now we're going to move over to Puck and Brian, who are in the middle of the ring right now, tying things up. Puck going to drape Brian over the ring right across the throat. Shaw and Bruce the Money Man on the left side of your screen tying things up. Brian and Puck on the right. Fatal four-way action. First pinfall wins it all. Shaw, the champion, does not have to be part of the decision here tonight. Shaw going for the newsflash. Shaw's hit the newsflash. 1, 2, and a kick out. Wow. Puck had to jump off the top rope. He looked like he was going for a top rope maneuver against Brian. Saw that Shaw had hit the newsflash and was going for a cover. Had to jump down to try to stop him. Wasn't able to do so, but Bruce kicked out of it. And now Puck with a pinfall. 1. Just a 1 count. We've got bodies lying all over the ring. Puck's down to 1 knee. The other 3 are down to a belly and a back. We've got old man bodies all over the ring here in the RWF, folks. Who's going to come away the RWF champion tonight? Puck hitting deep 6 on Shaw. Puck could be lining up for the slap shot. This could be his chance. Out of all these opportunities he's had at the RWF championship, Puck has hit the slap shot. Puck has hit the slap shot. He's going for the cover, but Bruce the Money Man puts the stop on it. Bruce the Money Man was paying attention. Good ring awareness on his part. as Bruce throws Puck out of the ring. I'm surprised he didn't turn around and try to capitalize on that slap shot, try to put the 3 count on Shaw there, who's still laying in the ring. Bryan is senseless in the corner as well. The only 2 people vertical are Puck and Bruce, and they're on the outside of the ring trading off jawbreakers. You'll have to forgive my coughing, folks. I'm just getting over a cold. I don't know how one picks up a cold in May, but I managed to pull it off. Puck throwing Bruce into the ring. Shaw tried to go for a quick, sneaky cover there, but Puck was privy to what was going on. Shaw going to climb the ropes, and Puck tried to punch him off. He missed, and then Shaw hit both of them with that flipping maneuver. I don't even know what I want to call that. Shaw's got Bruce the Money Man a nice little crossface in the middle of the ring. Remember, rope break is not going to help Bruce here. Bruce slips out of it anyway, though. Nice little fireman's carry takeover. Bryan and Puck on the outside of the ring. Got to get back in here. It is Bruce the Money Man and the champion, El Scott Roberto Shaw, alone in the ring right now. Bryan slipping back in. Puck still on the ground. Bruce the Money Man going for a muscle buster out of the corner. Bruce the Money Man hitting another special maneuver. Puck hitting both of them and taking a big Superman punch to the face from Bruce the Money Man. It looked like Bruce was going for Bryan, and Puck was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Bruce says, "What the hell, I'll pin you." 1, 2 for the... Oh, I was going to say for the championship, but no dice, no 3 count to be had. Bryan senseless over the corner. Shaw trying to pull himself up to a knee. Shaw finally finding his way to his feet. Goes straight to the corner. A big drop kick on Bryan. Holy frijoles. Shaw trying to squeeze a cover in. 1, 2, and a kick out. Big kick to the side of the face. Puck hitting Bryan with a slap shot. Nobody to break up the cover. We're going to see it here. 1, 2. And a kick out. Wow, Puck just inches away from scoring his first goal here in the RWF after being denied time after time for this championship. That was his moment as Puck flies out of the ring. Bryan gives chase, and we're back to 2 people in the middle of the ring. As Shaw and Bruce the Money Man tying things up. Shaw looks to have the upper hand right now. Shaw using the ropes for leverage and a nice knee across the chest. Shaw gonna tie things up. Shaw's gonna hit the news flash. Shaw's hit the news flash. Cover 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, El Scott Roberto Shaw, against all odds, retains the RWF Championship. Wow, is anybody gonna stop this man? Hell of a lot of awesome action here tonight. That big suplex combo ended there. We had Bryan with that big-time thigh across the face of Puck. Shaw hitting that spinning kick, which is usually the precursor to the news flash, hitting the news flash right here. He would not score on that one in particular, but a couple of news flashes later, and ladies and gentlemen, El Scott Roberto Shaw, again, against all odds, winning this fatal 4-way match here tonight, carving his way into being the best RWF champion here so far. What is it going to take the belt from this man? We're going to have to find out a little bit later on. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at RWF for the Troops. We'll be back next week with RWF Rock Fist, just like we are every Saturday at 7 p.m., which you can find us on 95.7 The Rock's Facebook page, our Twitch channel, our YouTube channel, and of course the Around River City app, which you can download for free anytime you want on Apple TV and Roku devices. My name is Paps LaRue, signing off. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to the troops. Thank you to the fallen. And thank you to all of you. And good night from the Rock Wrestling Federation.